Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's challenge is a realistic low level design mock interview where I will be playing the interviewer. The problem is to design a vending machine, a classical object oriented design question that tests how you identify classes, define responsibilities, and build an extensible system. Instead of jumping straight into code, the focus is on your thought process, communication, and design decisions, just like in an actual interview. As I ask each question, pause the video and think about how you would answer before listening to the candidate's discussion. Try to design the UML, identify the core classes, and consider edge cases on your own. Once you are ready, let's begin the interview.
I got the question. Like basically it tells first user can access vending machine physically location at their location. So we might be having vending machines different places based on the location. So if every vending machine we will be storing price, we should be storing items in the vending machine, and this will change. This is not constant price, so it will change based on the market values and all. And when we insert the money, then we can buy items, and machine does the validation if items are left for that one or not, and then it will then we will be asking amount, and if items are there then we will be, otherwise we will reject it. Yeah, got it.
So one question here, when you say that the prices will vary according to market, so let's say something in Gujarat can cost lesser than something in Karnataka, right? So
Yeah.
you will be changing the price dynamically based on where the vending machine is located, or it will be changed on a daily basis. Maybe at the morning, some admin will change the price.
Okay. Okay, got it. Mm, okay.
No, so I am asking the question actually.
What you are asking the question? I'm
Yeah,
thinking like currently it is changing based on the location only, as per the market, right? Basically, that market in one place it might be different to other. So I'm thinking like that. Based on the location, it is changing.
yeah, that's correct. So will it be updated once every day, or it will be phased like let's say every 5 minutes from internet you will be taking the price?
No,
Because
no. Okay, I'm thinking like only daily because this is we don't change that much amount every day
makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
for the system. Okay, okay. I'm using some Google Doc and okay. I will write some basic flows. I understood, but currently I will write some entities. So user user is one entity, and a vending machine is one entity, and item is one entity, and order is one entity where it has list of order he has bought user. Then item quantity, total number of items will be there. This is quantity, okay, and
So order will be having a list of items, right?
order will having list of items for the user,
Hmm.
and like basically okay. Okay, we will be having like item, okay, item, list of item. So user insert the money once and made up by one or more. You select items on one at a time. Okay. So first the main thing is we need to add item in our system. So okay, and also I'm thinking like there item is like some basic thing like item ID something, but if each item might have different number of different amount of quantity. So item metadata and item,
What is the purpose of item metadata?
it like item is basically it has item details,
Hmm?
and item data is how many quantity and all. So I'm keeping this differently because we need to update quantity, right?
So that will be part of the order, right? Item does not have a property in itself. Let's say you pick up one item or item metadata. Will it have the count or should the order have the count? How
No,
many count of this item are present in one order?
no, that is I'm saying that how many items are present in the vending system.
Got it, got it. So then I think
Let
it
me
will
keep
be
first only. Let me keep this one. Order item is one more thing. This item is like vending machine item thing. So
hmm?
it has like item ID and uh, some metadata like name and all, and also quantity. Similarly, order item has also ID, quantity. Name is not needed. So our user will have basic details like user ID, name, display name, and order will have list of order items, and ordered by, and we have order ID something like that, and amount. Order has amount, and yeah, okay. I for basic entities I'll write it like this. If I need to add something else, I will add in the flow one by one. I will go through the things. Okay, vending machine will need to show an item with the prices, right? So we need
so
to,
1 second. So this
yeah,
order item ID. So that ID is not
that is
unique to every product. It is, let's say you are picking up some juice can, let's say Coca-Cola. So that means 10 bottles will have the same ID, is it?
no, it's like a item ID. Uh, because no, I'm thinking like it is only different items. For every item, different ID will be there. So because like if you order one thing, right, that is not same. Like we need to make sure that every item is different only because their number is different, right?
Yeah, then is it good to have this map, right? Like
Which
item
one?
ID to quantity? Because since item ID is unique now to every product, quantity will always be one, right? One or zero, right?
Quantity
Depending on
will,
it.
okay, quantity is one. Okay, quantity is one, not zero only. Wait 1 minute. I'm thinking like this. Then every item is like different item. Then
Correct. So then quantity
so
will be at most one, right?
okay, quantity would be at most one, and also I'm thinking that like in every item we have order item, right? So then we need to somehow distinct based on the name. We need to figure out. Okay, we need to fetch all the items, and then from all the items you can pick it. But vending machine is not like picking that. We can give random things. So first we'll fetch all the items. We'll give some random things to the users. So okay, then okay, we can order item ID. Mm, order item ID and name. Some details of order. Yeah, this thing. Okay. So these things I'm adding order item and name so that we can display the name also in the order.
This you can fetch from the database, right?
This
If you
name,
have the, yeah, if you have the
but
ID, then
Yeah, we can get it, but it is under one more thing, right? We just need for order item, we just need some name like that. I'm thinking like that is extra latency.
But you will be fetching it anyway, right? Even when the order is being booked or when the receipt is being printed, you need to fetch it once, right? Order ID to name. So anyway, you have to make the
Yeah,
DB call. Why
yeah,
to
but
store it? Yeah.
no, no, okay. I This thing is not storable. That's what I'm saying. Like this is not, we are not storing order items. This is like just for UI. Like order item is like for every order, list of order items, right?
Okay, so let's only talk about the database tables we need, basically, the
Okay.
entities we need. In memory
Okay.
things we can discuss later when doing the actual implementation. But right now, the scope is to identify the critical tables and then what attributes will be there in those.
Okay. Then I have order items. Let me keep like list or what I do like. Uh, okay. Okay. Order of item ID. Okay. Okay. Like I'm thinking like we can store just IDs here. But if we store like display name, then there might be some. If you update display name here, something like that, it will be like not consistent. So let me write just order item currently. Let's think later, like if we need to object or something. And vending will show list of the prices, right? So
Okay,
whenever we need to show list of all the items and prices, vending machine it has like list of items, list of items, and it has like ID, vending machine ID, unique thing, and it has it has what like location and all some metadata. So first our operation, we need to vending machine will show all the items with the prices. So we will go through the all the items in the thing, and then we will show price to the user. So
okay. Let's wait here for 2 minutes. Let's discuss something. So, a few questions I have. One thing is, why is quantity a part of item table?
quantity is part of.
Because we just discussed, right? You are saying that ID will be unique to every product present in the vending machine. So quantity will be one only, right? So why is quantity attribute there in the item table?
Oh, no, no, this is, sorry, I think I added order item. Just like one moment. Let's keep this. This is like overall items only. This is not like every item is not this one. I'm saying like first items will be there, right? Item ID will be there. This is like each item, not order item. Uh, Let me add some random name. First one, item, each item. See I'm thinking was first item will be there. It will be having item ID and name and quantity. Each item is like, it has like item ID as a foreign key. This is each item in inner details, like it exact reference number, something like that. So it is item is like for overall thing. Each item is like every item details.
Okay, you are saying that item is the general thing. For example, a
Yeah,
Coca-Cola can. Then you are saying each item will be, let's say, Coca-Cola can is the ID, then item ID is Coca-Cola can 1, and then some reference number, some printed
for
on the
each.
can.
Yeah, because like we can query here also, like each item we can query here also, like for each item ID how much quantity is there, we can query for this table also. But our it will showing prices and showing quantity is the basic thing, right? First user wants to know. So if you have already stored that one, no need to get all the details on the fly, right? For every item, what is the quantity left? So I'm
Okay,
storing item as like quantity. Whenever I add each item, means if new one gets added, I will add in this table, and also it will be in this table also. Quantity will get increased.
got it. Now, this quantity is actually the number of each item corresponding to the ID of the item, right?
Yeah, Coca-Cola is something like ID related to Coca-Cola, and how many 10 cans we have? 10 quantity will be 10.
So quantity will needs to be updated whenever you add an item to each item table,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It is
Okay.
okay. It is okay, right?
Yeah. It is fine. Like it will
Also,
make the reads faster but write
yeah,
slower.
right. So
If you compute the quantity at runtime, like calculating for this ID how many each item are present, then it will make the read somewhat slower. Yeah, it is a trade-off. It's fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
One more
So
thing is what is location? You have mentioned in the vending machine. This is a
you told
city,
like physical location at there, something like that, right? So
but
basically, unique thing that can determine vending machine.
so
That's
what
what
it
I.
should be like. For example, location can be at an airport. There are multiple floors, right? So
Yeah.
at each floor you are making. So what should be the location? Is it pin code? Is it city? Is it some lane
Okay.
number or floor? Yeah.
For location, right? If it is an airport, we can have like maybe what is it's a floor number like that.
But we need to make it extensible, right? For example, if it goes in the market, let's say tomorrow instead of airport we go to railway station
Yeah.
or we go to bus stand. Generally, railway station is one floor only, right? Bus stand is one floor only. Then how the location entity will change? It should be extensible basically, depending on any location, so that you can uniquely identify where this vending machine is located.
Okay, like we can have some location here as an abstract class.
Yeah, yeah. We need to
So
define this basically. What attributes will location have?
okay, then we will be having location type also here. We will store basically railway like that, airport, and like abstract location has uh like railway location. It has floor number, maybe platform number, like that. Maybe platform no, not floor number. So it is in that platform, something like that. And airport location, maybe floor like that. So this extends this location, so it will be extensible.
So you will need to create for every location. You will need to change the class. Is it?
Yep.
You will.
Currently we it depends. Like you are saying like every location we need to change the class. Yeah. Means suppose if I airport location, right? I need to add one more class here, but it is extensible, right? Not changing the whole code.
It is extensible, but if you see, it is breaking the solid principle, right? Open closed principle, where it should be open for extension, closed for modification.
It is open for extension only, right? Abstract class, right? We will just adding one more class. If not airport, something else come bus stand like that.
So you are saying that you will be creating an instance of either railway location, airport location, and then assigning it to a reference of location type.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. And this location type is okay, another enum. Okay.
Yeah, no, these are the details of that location type.
And where is this location type present? Where is it being used?
uh, Location type, like basically uh, to know exactly what is the location type, based on that location type we can get the exact if it is correct or not location.
Okay,
So
okay.
if someone I want to, if some junk is at the airport, it is possible that because in user while they are creating, right, they won't send this location, right? In
Hmm.
UI they will send this location type. Based on a location type, then we will be converting payload to what is the exact this or this we wanted, and then we will store for that
Okay.
for that purpose I'm
So
keeping location.
for this, which design pattern do you think will suit the best?
Which one? This
Yeah,
this
this location type. Based on location type, you are creating the object of railway location, airport location, right? So,
Yeah,
which design pattern do you think is the best for this case?
we can use like factory design pattern creational. It's a creation design pattern where based on the type we can create new classes, like new railway location, something like that. So it's a factory design pattern.
See, yeah, okay, that's good. Now, but if you see, you are making some decision, right? If this is, let's say, if location type is railway, then railway location. If the
Yeah,
location type is airport, then airport location. So, this if else switch case
yeah.
is handled best by which design pattern? That's what I am asking
Okay,
basically.
you're asking like, then it's a strategy design pattern.
Correct, correct. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay, that's good. One more question I have is how does the user pay? Is it like through some cash, coins, notes, or doing some UPI payment? How do you accept the payment?
Currently it's in the question. Okay, it's not there. Okay, I think generally we should have both cash coins we can put, right? Cash also it's fine, it's acceptable, and also they might after we'll be showing order details, right? In page, some page
Mhm.
we can give them QR scan there also. So we can have both things, like by cash or by QR scanner. So both
Right.
I'm thinking. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, makes sense. It depends on you, but how you will refund the user. Let's say some item is only 30 rupees, but the user has paid you 50 rupees note. How you will
Okay.
refund the user? That also we need to think upon.
15 we can 50 we can get, right, and we can suppose its item is 30, then
Mhm.
we'll be subtract and give to tell to the user, right?
Correct.
And
So,
so
uh
yeah, first to like it will we will be having what is the total amount 50 we'll get, then we'll calculate, yeah, what is the exact amount 30. So 20 will be generating some even like 20 we will be giving to the user, like we'll calculate that price and then we'll be sending it to the user.
yeah, that's what I mean. How you will send it to the user in the form of physical money or virtual money
Okay,
or
but
the mode which user has used.
so okay, the same mode we should use physical money. I'm thinking the same mode only. Whatever he did, already have details. Right? Suppose he has made UPI payment. We already have like what is the his name, what is the exact UPI location, something like that. So we can give it to them directly, because our system they might ask, right, in future, like I have give my payment is there. I went to UPI and I didn't get any money, something like that might happen, right? So it's better like if there is some transaction we're storing in our end, right? If same thing you can do with them, we can have some transactions like some what we call like I'm saying we have some history also. Refund has so I'm
Okay.
taking the same whatever is done. I'm giving the same. It depends like our system. It is a new different feature, right? Handling refund process is totally different thing. It might take time to implement like that, right? If our system is small, then I can give them direct cash only, and that also we need to maintain that cash should be there in our vending system. Cash is not like uh, whatever, it's like unlimited, right? Not an unlimited thing, so that you should make sure that how much cash is left in our vending machine. If it is crossed, we can pay to the UPI, something like that. It depends on several factors. We need to
So,
yeah.
so consider, okay, I am giving you one scenario. Let's discuss how the refund will be processed.
Okay.
Say some item is 50 rupees
Yeah.
and user is giving 100 rupees. Okay,
Yeah.
so you need to refund the user 50 rupees, correct? 100
Mm.
minus 50, that is
Mm.
50 is the refund amount. Now the person is very old and they don't have any online account, right? So you
Okay.
cannot pay virtually, and you find that it is end of the day and let's say the admin is on leave, so they have not put the cash in the vending machine as well.
Yeah.
So, and let's say the old person has to catch a flight or
Mm.
maybe train or maybe a
Mm.
bus, right? So in that scenario, what should be done by the system? Because it cannot give in cash, it cannot give in virtual money as well. So what do you think is the best strategy here? There is no right and wrong answer to this. It depends on our design. I just want to discuss what are the possible ways to tackle this scenario.
Means you're saying that in the vending machine we don't have money,
Yeah, we don't have money. Yeah,
and he also doesn't have any thing.
yeah, any online account he does not have. He is
He's
relying
relying
on
on
cash,
cash,
but vending machine does not have cash. This is the one line statement.
he wants, but he has paid 50 already, right? That is the one, means vending machine will be having that 50, right?
He has
Definitely.
paid 100.
Yeah, 100. Okay,
Yeah,
it is better to give the 100 and not process anything in my
makes
end, because
sense.
like yeah, it's better.
Makes sense, makes sense. So there are different scenarios depending on the situation, how we process the refund. It can be online, offline, or we refund the entire amount saying that we cannot process the request at the moment, right? Due to so reason. Makes sense, makes sense. Now let's proceed.
Yeah. Okay. That vending machine will items will show you that by the thread. We'll be having like uh, vending machine service. So vending machine repo also you have. We'll be having. So in that repo we will be storing the details of vending machines. So when like user will ask the, so he will give the vending machine ID definitely. We will be having the vending machine ID. Based on the vending machine ID, we can use list of list items by vending machine. So he will be we will be giving ID. So based on ID, we will fetch all the items, and I'm assuming that item won't be more than 100 something in vending machine, right? So I think one call is enough. No need of any pagination.
Got it.
Uh,
Okay, so now you are starting the code, is it?
it's just I'm creating the classes first one by one features.
Got it. So before moving on to this part, I would like to discuss some of the design patterns that can be leveraged. One you told is, I think, factory design pattern. One is like strategic design pattern. Apart from this, any other design pattern which you think is useful for vending machine?
Uh, I think we can use some state like that, but I'm not sure that it is a design pattern or not.
Yeah, it is a design pattern, and you are correct. So, in which scenario can you use the state design pattern?
Yeah, like suppose like items are not even there. Suppose
Mhm.
I'm trying to make some payments. So like suppose item is not even there, but I'm trying to make payments or putting coins. He is not selected. I'm putting coins. We need to return that. We should reject that request. That's kind of thing. If I vending is in one state, right? He shouldn't do the things that other state is when suppose he is in other state, he has some operation to do. Those things should not be done in this previous state. Those kind of things, right? Then we can use based on the state. So suppose one state is like filling the items. When someone is else filling the items at the same time he's throwing coins, it's not a good idea. So we need to reject that request.
Got it.
That kind of
So,
things.
yeah, so at a high level, how many states do you think can a vending machine be in?
Okay. One thing is
Hmm.
first one, items when he's putting the items, that one.
Mhm.
Then user is adding items to the cart. Well, that is one state. So when he's adding items to the cart, at the same time we should be allowing the user to pay money, something like that. That is one state. After he has made some thing, then the third state is like he will be paying the item. That is one state. Three states. And after the paying, I think three is fine, I guess. Okay, while he's paying also, while he's putting the some money, uh he's yeah, these four states I'm thinking. One is like he before he's selecting, when he's filling orders in getting filled, and when he is selecting the item, that is one state. And after he selected the items, then he's trying to pay thing,
Right.
paying, processing, that is one state. And after paid, like everything is done, that is one state.
Got it. Got it. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, you can proceed with the coding part.
Okay, this so this one, right? So we will be fetching based on the things, all the items. So repo
You
dot.
don't need to do the actual implementation, just the skeleton code is fine.
Okay, so this is like basically based on ID, we will be returning all the items and prices.
Hmm.
So this is one first feature. These prices is subject to change. Okay, the here and okay, based on the location you can change the prices, right? I told you, right? Initially we discussed like this is
Right.
not like daily 5 minutes as in flight. One day is our requirement that we discussed.
Got it.
So that different changing part is not runtime. So so that's why we can have some scheduler or something running background. So it will fetch all the items we have and calculate the price, and we can update in our system. So that
Makes
part I'm
sense.
not doing. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that, so user insert the money, they make up mind to buy one or more item. Okay, so user insert money, order service. Okay, order service, user send money. Okay, once he selected all the items in this, this has like order, something like that. Mm, and it shows a list of items. Item he selected, then order TV stores orders. Okay, this one, right? When user tries to order items, then we'll fetch all the particular item ID. We'll fetch any random things, each items things, to the users. And we'll be giving convert, like we'll be giving it to the user, and we'll updating the order table with the order items,
Okay.
order item ID. And okay. Okay, I will write fetch items, fetch items random items from each item table, based on the quantity asked by user. Asked by and give. This one also, if we this fetching random things also, we can have some strategy like that. So currently I don't think strategy is needed, because like you either need to forget some amount, like he doesn't have anything like latest one, something like that won't be there. So we don't I'm not using strategy something here, just I'm having one selection class, selection thing, order selection, item selection. So based on the items quantities, it will give all the list of each items. So that is one thing. And this one is correct, and user then select items one at a time. What is this one? Once they make up the mind, buy more items, insert money. Okay, we will give the list of order to it, and then he will pay the money in the, we will QR code and everything will be handled from here only. So then he will be paying money. So will
Correct.
after I is click OK, something like that. Then payment process will begin. So payment service will be there. Payment service will be there, and pay something like that. It has amount, UPI ID, something like, no, no. Here also we have, like you told, that cash something UPI ID will be there, right? So we'll be having payment. It's like a payment metadata. This also will be having user ID, who is paying, and also payment type. uh, okay, this payment type, right? So basically UPI payment metadata. So here we will be having UPI ID, and yeah, so let's Paytm something. They might be, we want to support, but currently it's not there. Just I'm saying, for one more thing that might come. If UPI is down, we need to pay. Definitely we'll be having one more source also. So Paytm, what it has, like maybe wallet ID, something like that. If wallet money. So it payment service, right? It will accept it payment metadata has amount also. So it will take the this payment metadata, pay metadata. So this is abstract class is created because while creating, right, some factory pattern something, we will create what we want. We will pass this one here instead of three methods. So based on the details, we will be having paying some external calls. So external service will be having external service. This also we can pay it. This also based on the payment type. External service also we can have one more, like factory pattern, and we can send it. This I think, like if it is one or two, right, it is okay to use multiple things. But I'm thinking, if this might look over engineering, but I'm seeing the potential thing, right? This payment is some potential thing. So that's why I'm creating the here, like strategy and fact. We can,
Okay.
for simple case, we can use that also. So machine does validations. So what is this user select item one at a time means? They are selecting, that's it, right?
So let's say they want to select 5 items. So they do cannot select 5 items at once. They select one, then click on enter, then select second, click on enter. Once they are
Okay,
done
got
with
it.
all the five, they will click on pay.
Okay, that's okay. I got it. Then
Yeah.
we can put some lockings on item, like count, decreasing counts, something like that.
Mm,
Like
do you think it will be an over engineering because at a time only one person will be standing in front of a vending machine, right?
yeah, yeah, but okay, if at a time only one person is done, right? Then
Correct.
ideally, we can do it. No need, I guess. It's not a distribute, but so, okay, but current vending machine is one only. But in other vending machine, lock is not needed. The vending machine ID will be different, even though service is different.
Correct.
So if there are multiple instances also, this is not distributed. Only one place, one request. If okay, if one guy is doing the one request, then no point of locking.
Yeah, basically for a given item, at a time only one user will be trying to access, right?
Okay.
At most one
Yeah.
user.
Yeah.
Correct.
Generally, they like
Yeah.
that only. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we know we can skip that one. Machine does validations. Okay, we can have some validation service, and we can check it, like validation service. So this basically need to be done with state, but I'm not aware exactly that internally how to. We can move from one validation. We cannot. We can move from one state to another state, and if it is state, we can validate something. We can call based on the state and what the thing he is doing. We can throw error or something to the users.
Got it.
That vending machine state also we can put here, something like that state. So this state also, like a vending machine state. Okay, what item selection state. This is also an interface state. So abstract class, I will write abstract class. Maybe because there might be some common methods also. Item selection state or ordering state. Hmm, okay. So these validations might be done in these classes, item selection class, right? There we can do validations, different validations. So before selecting any items or something, first only we can execute that validate something, state validate something. So it will be done, and it depends on the request with the refund of amount. Okay, when all the items are selected, okay, price, okay, item dispense service. Let me call one dispense service one, and let me check how flow. So first we need to get, okay, amount will be there. Okay, based on the order ID, right? We can fetch amount from the DB
Hmm.
dispense. So no, because first once order gets created, then only he will be able to pay. So instead of relying our UI, we can fetch from based on order ID. We can fetch the detail from DB. That is one thing. Current amount he is giving. That is one thing. So in this service dispense, there will be one function dispense. It will be having order ID. So based on order ID, will get amount, current amount, current amount. So we will be calculating the remaining amount equal to some minus. And okay, we discussed like that earlier. We can reject the request on the fly, like if there is no amount, that is one case. If there is amount, we need to give to the user. Third case is if there is amount to the if there is, okay, if the user choice to if there is some UPI thing, we can give to the user, right? One more doubt I have was that giving UPI is the user choice or our side logic. You want to pay user, because currently our system has two things. Once, if there is cash, we need to return to the user. If there is no
Hmm.
cash, we will give direct amount to the user. These are only things. But UPI refund to UPI, we can ask user only. I'm not putting logic my backend. We can ask
Got it.
user that did you want refund from backend or like UPI or currently only. So if you put option as that UPI, then we will process that is totally differently. So
Got it.
dispense has like only two things. Either we need to return directly to the user if you have amount. If no amount, uh, we will be having. So it's a easy only, like we will check the amount, like if amount is the okay, so we will check the vending machine amount. So vending machine only we can add amount here. Amount is specific to which vending machine, total currency, like that here. So from vending machine we will be fetching the amount. It's not integer, amount class will be there, currency and all, different currency if you want to support. So amount, if you are saying that it's a airport, right? Mostly
Yes.
we should support different currencies also. So amount is not just a integer or something, it's a class.
Amount can be in float as well, right? In decimals.
Oh yeah, it's not, yeah, okay, it might be floated. Decimal we don't support. I'm thinking why, like currently it's 100 rupees, something like that, right? Item 100.10, it will be unnecessary complexity we are introducing to our system. I'm generally very less cases. I don't see anything right. 20.5 like that having any amount of the item. Generally they will round off to 21 or 22 something like that. So you can put that also. It's okay, right? In airport, price will be greater, even though it's a little more to MRP. It's okay. Airport, no one will be having. So we can in our system only while getting. If it is something like that, we will round off it.
Yeah, for vending machine, I think it's fine. But let's say in large size, if someone is ordering, even zero point 0.5 will amount to 500 rupees if let's say
Hmm.
1,000 items are being ordered, right?
Yeah. Okay,
So
you're
I
saying.
think for now it is fine. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, you are saying like just a not real case. Suppose if there is a case like some double, some floating is coming, how we are handling. That's what you are told, right?
No, I'm just mentioning one scenario where financial data is why decimal is good is let's say some item you are charging at 10.5, right? And you are
Yeah.
just taking the use from the user, you are taking 11 rupees, for example, rounding off to you
Oh.
are taking a seal, right? Now if the user is ordering 1,000 items, they will be paying 500 rupees extra, right? Because of this point 0.5
Point
difference.
0.5. Okay.
Yeah, but in vending machine, I think one or two items, three, four items, it does not matter much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll be fetching what is the amount left in the vending machine. Uh, am- Amount.
Yeah. We are on time, Joseph. Maybe more 5 minutes, then we can move on to the summary section.
Okay. This is the thing, last thing I guess. I think.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So vending machine amount, right? We'll fetch amount by vending machine, and if vending machine minus greater than something like that, then okay. This also we can use strategy because if else are there, but I don't think it's needed because like. We are throwing exception anyway, so else won't part change, and I don't think any new thing also coming in future. I think just I can use some vending machine greater, if it is greater than remaining amount, I will subtract amount from here and give it to the user,
Mhm.
and otherwise I will throw some exception
Okay.
and message to them. So it's just one if statement we can say. Yeah, I think that's refund. Yeah.
Great, great. Yeah, I think you have covered all the aspects. So, should we move to the summary section, or you have
Yeah.
anything else to add?
Okay. Displayed via LED below what? Okay. The displayed via LED boards is something physical thing, right? Not related to this problem. Just to how
No.
you are showing it. That's
Yeah.
it, right? Yeah, yeah. I think it's that.
Okay, so let's move to the summary section. So we will discuss it in two parts, what went well and what can be improved. So what went well, like you visualize the flow end to end, how the user places the order, selects the item, how to get the money and then process the refund. You visualized it very nicely. You also discuss the dynamic pricing. We discuss like should it be updated daily or every 5 minutes. So we discuss mutually. I think it's fine. Core design patterns like you identified factory design pattern. You also identify strategy design pattern. Although we needed to discuss with some hints, but you identified it correctly. Also, state design pattern you mentioned. Refund example, you provided the correct answer that if the cash is not there or the user is not having any UPI option or online payment option, we will refund the entire amount. You identified the correct states in which the vending machine can be there, so state design pattern is applicable. We discussed on storing the quantity, like how it affects the read versus write latency. It is our decision, like kind of a trade-off. We also discussed the corner scenarios where if UPI is down, then some backup payment method should be there. And you also avoided the unnecessary complexity, like by asking the user how they want to get the refund. So yeah, these are all the good things you discussed thoroughly, visualized very well, try to avoid the complexity, tackle the corner case scenarios. Now,
Okay.
given what can be improved, I would say let's start from the very beginning. Give your intro somewhat in more detail. For example, not too much lengthy, like don't stretch it to 10 minutes.
Hmm.
Take 2 minutes, not too lengthy, but talk about what products you have worked upon, what is the major tech stack you have worked upon. So these things should be included so that they will see that how you are relevant to the job for which you are appearing in the interview. Um, what I saw was from the beginning you were over engineering, for example, over complicating from the very beginning. For example, item metadata, order item. We went through many iterations. I think you first had written order item, then item metadata, then now we are having each item. So I think there was to and fro on that. Um, Now, whenever you design, right, any system, try to go from top to bottom. For example, visualize it like this. Try to imagine, for example, you will be going to a vending machine, then you will be selecting some item and paying and getting the refund. But on the vending machine side, it will be having the machine. There, it will be inventory, basically item inventory. Item inventory will be divided into multiple rows. There is a this I would say item slot are there, right? Row and column to identify from where you have to dispatch the item, right? And then those item slots might be empty or having an item. When it will be empty, because if some user has already dispatched the item, then it will be empty. So try to visualize it from high to low level. Go like that. Now, in UML, whenever you are building a unified modeling language diagram, always focus on the DB tables. Don't go in the in-memory table like you were making some hash map, right? I
Yeah.
think ID to quantity, if I remember it correctly, that should not be there. That should be always in terms of database tables and what attribute you will be storing actually. Now, because if you go in code, then there will be lot of list, lot of hash map which are stored in memory, but never persisted on database. So always talk in terms of what is the persistent storage, what you will be storing actually in the database. On the coding side, we will decide like what to keep in memory, what to flush to the DB. That's fine.
Hmm.
Um, Also, on the location side, I had to ask you explicitly like what is this location, how to identify it. Then you went in the detail, like right this location type, then strategy pattern for railway location, airport location. So every attribute which you define should be having a clear data type. Don't assume it to be a city string. For example, you were assuming the quantity, sorry, the amount to be integer, but actually it should be decimal because we discussed, right? How 500 rupees will be paid extra by the user, or if you take a floor of the value, then 500 will be paid from your pocket. So it will be loss from your side or loss from the customer side. So always rely on decimal whenever you deal with any financial data. In most systems, you will be having financial data, so always try to have decimal, at least a float value for that. I won't say float is very much accurate. In Java, at least we use the big decimal class,
Hmm.
but float is better than integer, I would say. Um, then, yeah, always mention the design patterns. Don't rely on the interviewer to ask which design patterns you will use. Once you have clarified the flow, try to identify on the go, like, okay, like this location type, I see strategy design pattern is a good fit. For the creation of the objects, I see factory design pattern is a good fit. Vending machine can be in different state. It can be in idle, then you select the product, insert the coin, and then dispense the product. So these are 4 or 5 states. So I think for managing the state of the vending machine, I think state design pattern is a good fit. Try to recognize on the go, and maybe just before the coding, you can summarize like these are the design patterns I have identified. I will try to shape my code according to that. For the refund process, right, we discussed it is very complicated, lot of scenarios are there. So try to take some scenarios. It is not necessary you cover everything, and it is not expected as well. But try to take two examples to justify like how the refund process will be working.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, right now you have used Google Docs, that's fine. I would recommend from my personal side for coding, use any IDE. For example, I think you are coding in Java,
Yeah.
if I am not wrong. So try to use IntelliJ for designing the UML. Go
Mm.
through Lucid Chart. Lucid app is a very good app. I will send these details to you over email as well after the call. But Lucid Chart, there you will be having a UML class diagram. So you can drag and drop the boxes, establish the relationship between entities. Right now, if you see, you have mentioned the entities attributes, but there is no relation clearly mentioned. How user is related to vending machine and item are related. In the Lucid chart, you can show the relationship like cardinality, one to to n, one to one relationship. Then has a versus is a relationship. Is it composition? Is it inheritance? So those things, the object oriented principles, you can show there. Uh, yeah. One more thing is like locking was not needed because one person at a time will be there on a vending machine. So it would have been an over engineering if we went ahead with the lock. Um, and last thing will be try to keep your camera on. It will build the trust whenever it is possible. Try to keep the camera on. Maybe you can blur the background or keep some virtual background, but try to keep it on. Yeah, that's the summary of the interview, Joseph. Anything you want to add?
Mm, okay, one small thing. Uh, like you told that price is decimal, right? Can you just explain one thing, 1 2 minutes? Why
Yeah.
it's you're saying like big decimal?
Okay. So see, floats are not accurate. If you go to the hardware arithmetic, how the numbers are stored, floats also have a limited precision, right? How many decimal points are actually stored on the hardware. So if I recall it correctly, if you do 2.9 plus 0.1, it won't be exactly 3, if I remember it correctly. It will be 2.999999 and then some 6, 7. Okay.
Okay.
The basic crux is even floats, if you do some addition, subtraction, some mathematics, they won't be accurate because of limited precision. Now, big decimal class in Java tackles that internally. Um, and similarly in Python, if you use float or integer, you can store arbitrary number of digits there. So it won't overflow, it won't give you any error. So I had just done some research some days ago, like which is better to store the financial data. Not even double is a good way to store the financial data. So what banks and big financial systems use is big decimal basically.
Mm, okay.
Yeah.
Mm,
In most systems, I would say float or double is okay, but wherever critical or large amount of transactions are involved, go with big decimal.
okay. And
Yeah,
like okay. And you told like this UML diagram is very important. Like we should be first drawing UML diagrams only, right?
yeah.
Then
UML class diagrams, correct.
okay.
UML diagrams are of many types. For example, sequence diagram is there. I think activity diagram is there. In most scenarios, it is class diagram, which is built in large companies and then circulated around for approvals as well.
Mm, okay.
Yeah. I will send these details, don't worry. Even if you did not note those down, I will send the PDF and some links which you can go through Go through some videos on YouTube. They will be helpful, 5 6 minutes video. You will get like how to be comfortable with these tools.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. I hope this mock interview gave you a better understanding of how to approach a low level design interview instead of simply memorizing solutions. If you found this useful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me create more interview focused content. I would also love to hear your thoughts. How would you design this vending machine differently? Would you introduce additional design patterns, support multiple payment methods, or make the system easier to extend? Share your thoughts in the comments so everyone can learn from different approaches. Finally, let me know what you would like to see next. More low level design, high level design, data structures and algorithms, Java interview questions, machine coding rounds, machine learning, or behavioral interviews. I read every comment, and your suggestions directly influence the topics I cover in future videos. See you in the next mock interview. New day, new topic, new learning.